Toyo was rummaging around in the fridge and came across some meat. He had a stroke of genius and decided to turn it into some tasty burger patties. You should see the way he works with the meat, it's like giving it a relaxing spa treatment. He sprinkles on some savory sauces, adds a pinch of pepper for that extra kick. Before we knew it, the kitchen was filled with the sizzling sounds of deliciousness, and the mouth-watering aroma wafted through the house. Toyo was in his element, flipping the patties like a master chef, and soon the burgers were ready to be devoured. But just as Toyo was about to sink his teeth into the juicy, meaty goodness, I burst in, frantically asking if he had seen my brain. You see, I had put it in the refrigerator to cool down after a particularly grueling study session, and I was afraid that Toyo had accidentally turned it into a patty. Toyo is a sweet tooth, and boy does he love his sweets. From candy to ice cream to bubble tea, he never says no to anything with sugar in it. He can eat them all day long and never seems to gain a single pound. It's as if his body is immune to calories. He can eat an entire candy store in one sitting and his stomach doesn't even complain. It's a miracle. On the other hand, beautiful Anna is always watching her figure. She knows that sugar and high-calorie foods are her enemies, and she avoids them like the plague. Instead of indulging in sweets like Toyo, she prefers to drink plain water. But even that seems to be too much for her, because she gains weight just by drinking plain water. In fact, the last time she stepped on the scale, it broke into pieces. So there's this guy Toyo, and he decides to visit a barber shop for a little trim on his hair. He plops himself down on the chair and tells the barber that he wants the stylist mambo jumbo haircut. The barber nods and gets ready to snip away. But then, disaster strikes. As soon as the barber removes Toyo's hat, he sees that Toyo is as bald as a boiled egg. The poor barber feels like he's been had, like a prank call on April Fool's Day. He's so mad that he kicks Toyo out of the shop with the force of a karate chop. Fries and ketchup are the ultimate dynamic duo. They go together like salt and pepper, like Beyoncé and Jay-Z, like a fish and its bicycle. Wait, scratch that last one. Toyo and Anna munched happily on the French fries I had prepared for them. They especially loved the ketchup I had made with my secret recipe. The fries and the ketchup were a match made in heaven, and they couldn't stop eating them one after the other. After they finished the first batch of ketchup, they came to me and asked for more. Without thinking too much, I squeezed the ketchup out of my brain. Yes, you heard me. My secret recipe is so secret that it's literally my brain juice. Toyo, our food-loving hero, decided to take up a food delivery job to satisfy his cravings and make some extra dough. Today, he embarked on a noble mission to deliver a mouth-watering pizza. With the pizza box securely in hand, Toyo hopped on his trusty bike, ready to conquer the roads and conquer his hunger simultaneously. But alas, fate had a cruel sense of humor. As Toyo rode along, the tantalizing aroma of the pizza reached his nostrils, tickling his senses and turning his resolve into a soggy mess. His willpower weakened with every pedal stroke, until he could resist no more. Finally arriving at his destination, Toyo presented the pizza to the eagerly waiting customer. But as he opened the box, a sheepish grin spread across his face. He had devoured the delicious toppings, leaving behind a mere bread base. Once upon a time, there was a candy house in the woods where a witch lived. One fine day, Toyo was strolling in the woods and stumbled upon the candy house. As we all know, Toyo is a candy monster, so when the witch offered him candy, he was over the moon and started gobbling it down like there was no tomorrow. While Toyo was having a candy feast, the Wicked Witch slithered into the house to prepare a soup that she planned to use to cook Toyo later. But, alas, the witch's plan was foiled when she saw that the roof of the house was gone. She immediately knew something was wrong, and only to find that Toyo had eaten the entire candy house and had grown to the size of a house.